What's up, screwdrivers? Welcome back to another episode. Here we are with another trivia, and I'm going to be the host, and I have a new category we haven't done yet, and I'm very excited to get into it. I think I did pretty good, but I'm 50-50 on it right now, so we'll see how this goes. But it's duos. You're going to name a player duo. It's going to be any combination. It could be an offensive lineman and defensive tackle for the same team that done really good. You never know. So I have 10 of them here. They're just going to write down the answers in their notes, and we're going to tally up to as the most as we go along, so we can keep score for y'all to see as well. And I think that's all we got to say. You might want to say anything?
I'm ready. Good luck, sir.
Good luck, sir.
Good luck.
All right. We're doing duos. On this low, so let's start it. All right. So, first one. All right. This duo played together for a whopping 11 years. As a duo, they lit the field up year after year in the early 2010s, with both always having great seasons. The AFC South was no match for this combo, to who this day still holds the records. This quarterback and wide receiver duo have 961 catches for 12,881 yards and 111 touchdowns. 111 touchdowns is the record for wide receiver and quarterback duo in the NFL history. Who are we?
I have an answer.
So it would
Is it
be
AFC South?
Yeah, it'd be an AFC South quarterback wide receiver duo in the early 2010s that own records in the AFC South, receiving touchdown record for duos.
My brain is fried right now.
I do think both of these guys are Hall of Famers.
Nobody's still active, right?
No, neither one of them are still. It's a very electric combo. There's also another wide receiver on the team that's also a Hall of Famer, but he just wasn't as good as this wide receiver and quarterback duo.
I'm drawing blanks.
Yeah, when you said that, it makes me feel like my answer is very wrong. Because I don't remember there being another guy, especially at receiver, during this time.
All right, you gonna call it?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it.
All right, what's your answer?
Andrew looking T.Y. Hilton?
Close. I might have got the years wrong, but I feel like in the early 2010s it was Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
See, that when you said the other guy, that's who I thought about. But then I was like, 2010, because he got drafted in 2012. So that's why okay. I was between those two, so I didn't know for sure. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I'm pretty sure. I thought Reggie Wayne was overlapping as well.
Oh yeah, they were both on the same team at the same time.
Okay. I might have should have said the later 2000s to make it more clear. To be fair. So there we go. But I feel like the rest of them, I got way better.
That was a great question.
Mm-hmm. So, number 2, this duo made an offense shake. The two scariest names on the field at the same time. The second level was locked down, whether it was a running back in the hole or a sideline scene that they locked the fort down. Both leading in their respective categories at the same time as well, being the lead topic at film night for the opponents. The legend Tom Brady even has a meme after facing one half of this duo. The early 2000s was no match for this linebacker and safety combo that terrorized the league. Who are we? We got answers?
Yeah.
All right. Who are we?
Ed Reed and Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed, Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. Perfect. All right, this one might be a little bit harder. We'll go ahead and get it out of the way. These two best friends went through it all together. From the start of the road to pro journey, these two racked up games amongst games of stats and moments at Louisiana State University. When the pros came calling, they went their own ways, but eventually joining the same team for one last ride for both of these players. Joining the Dolphins created an uproar for the fans, saying it's going to be like the old days. This wide receiver pair wasn't able to amount to much together on the Dolphins, but their friendship shined through and their fans loved it even more. Who are we? And I'll give you a hint. This is within the last decade.
I got it. The Dolphins are my dad's favorite team. I know.
I don't know a lot of Dolphins people.
Unless I'm just tripping.
Neither one of them went to the Dolphins, but both of them
Ended up
on
the Dolphins.
at the Dolphins together. It was the first time they played together in the NFL.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Good answers? All right.
Yep.
Who are we?
Odell Beckham and Jarvis.
Yep. Juice and OJ. All right. Next up, number 3. What an incredible draft it was that year for this team. The positions they needed was impacted greatly with the addition of this duo. As a young talent on a mediocre team, they were the only bright spots on this side of the ball besides an offensive lineman. With losing season after losing season, one of them was tired of it and asked to be traded. A couple more and the other left as well, both finding more fame with their new teams. This AFC South team lost 2 generational talents that continue to pop off for their new teams, with both of them playing in a Super Bowl, with not much to show for it from the Titans. Who are we? That one I feel like I worded bad.
I think I got it.
You mind?
Wait, no.
You mind reading?
I'll break that one
What
down
is
a little better.
What's the combination? Like, what's the duo?
It is a wide receiver running back duo that was on the Titans, and both of them left and found more fame with their new teams. Mostly. Better outcomes than if they would have stayed with the Titans.
Okay. I apologize. You said running back and what?
Wide receiver. Both players are still active and are top 5, honestly, top 3 every year with this new team.
Okay. I've got my answer.
I also have mine.
Alright, who are we?
Brown and Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, AJ Brown.
Derrick Henry, AJ Brown.
I'll show you my phone that way.
No.
It confirms that I did also have that.
I believe y'all 100%.
Okay.
Alright.
Promise I'm not capping. He be watching my phone.
Don't be testing him.
Facts.
We don't do that around here. Alright.
Okay.
Are we ready? This duo had a short but electric career together, having individual fame in the same category. In their biggest season together, this duo made it to the Super Bowl, totaling 1,625 rushing yards together with 17 touchdowns. It's not often that a team can have 2,000-yard rushers on the field at the same time, but this team was one of the greatest at the time, showing off the ground and pound. This quarterback-running back duo blew up in 2015, and to this day is mentioned as one of the most electric running teams the NFC South has ever seen. Who are we?
It's QB and running back.
It's a QB and running back duo. They had a short career together, but in that one season, they had 16, 25 rushing yards together and 17 touchdowns. So I did. Yeah.
I have an answer.
I'm gonna go with it. I don't know if it's the right running back.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Who are we?
I'm gonna say Cam Newton and Jonathan Stewart.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who if CMC was on that.
I feel like that question was like targeted towards me, man.
I'm not saying. On to the next. All right. This duo took over the world by storm. Back and forth, a gap or the outside. A gap or the outside for either one. They're getting at least 4 yards a carry. When adding the other to the team, the NFL thought the starter would lose his job and would get taken and replaced by this young stud. However, they tallied 2,187 yards and 25 touchdowns together in 2024 and will continue to share the backfield next season. This duo made the NFC North look pitiful by dominating the ground. Who are we?
I have an answer.
Alright, who are we?
Monty and Gibbs.
Monty and Gibbs.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Alright. As the host, there's always got to be one. As the frozen tundra starts to live up to its name, this duo brought heat to the field, putting points on the board in record time and close to record-breaking numbers. As one worked harder, the other fed off of it, making it an all-time fan favorite. With both having unique rushing celebrations, the fans always watched and mimicked them in joy. Plentiful years later, one player was forced off the team due to off-field concerns, but their name and duo live on in Green Bay. If only there wasn't so many Culver's restaurants in Wisconsin. Who are we? Hold on.
Is this a running back duo or running back QB?
Quarterback, running back duo.
Okay. I have an answer. I don't think it's right, but I have one.
I also have one.
You ready?
Yeah.
Who are we?
It's the Aaron Rodgers and Eddie Lacy.
It is old cheeseburger and Rodgers.
The Culvers didn't really sold it for me.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what's going to be funny?
I used to love Eddie Lacy, dude. He would just plow over dudes. Pause. But
his rookie season was so good. Sophomore season was pretty decent. Next season, trash. Last season, 100 yards. It literally is straight, peak, straight decline. 4 seasons to nothing.
He didn't care how big he got, dude. I mean, for some parts it benefited him, but he was just very slow.
He got caught.
Yeah.
I mean, he left Green Bay when he was 255.
Good night.
I guarantee he was 275 with the Raiders. I mean, he looked like Voluntary Poe running the football.
My gosh.
Anyway. Alright. This one might be 50-52. It's a little bit older players, but it's very, very good players. This duo helped bring a legacy to this franchise. They worked together to drive the ball down the field and allow their Hall of Fame quarterback to deliver them dimes. They delivered every week, placing themselves in top 5 respectively in their positions. This offense stayed hot and breezed through defenses, putting up 10,700 yards and 87 touchdowns together. This one-time reception leader and big body player worked well in the NFC South team to get their ring and could still be rostered today. Who are we?
I'm going to need you to read that one more time. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. This duo helped bring a legacy to this franchise. They worked together to drive the ball down the field and allow their Hall of Fame quarterback to deliver them dimes. They delivered every week, placing themselves in top 5 respectively in their positions. This offense stayed hot and breezed through defense, putting up 10,700 yards and 87 touchdowns together. This one-time reception leader and big body player worked well for this NFC South team to get their ring and could still be rostered today. Who are we? This is a wide receiver and tight end duo.
This fucking
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're good.
um,
You was talking in your hand too.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be loud.
I'm leaving it in. It's funny.
I cannot think of it. My mind is blank right now.
What is this?
I can see his face.
The one-time reception leader should be a help. I'll say the wide receiver is the reception leader, obviously.
Wow.
They was probably 2017 is their big year together. If I had to guess. Maybe 2018. Probably not. I think it was the year Aaron Rodgers popped his collarbone. So I think that's 2017.
Is that the year they won the Super Bowl?
Green Bay?
No. 2017.
Oh,
This
no. I don't think they won the Super Bowl in 2017, no. I just think that was probably their best season together.
So after they won the Super Bowl,
They have a Super Bowl together, but I don't think it was 2017. I think the wide receiver reception leader was 2017. And the tight end also had a really good big year. Should have put their season stats.
It's a tight end bugging me right now.
yeah, I can't think of the tight end's name.
He's probably a Hall of Famer. He's a 50-50 year.
He bit the goalpost one time when we were playing the Falcons. I just can't think of his name.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a chance I give that to you. Because that's exactly who it is. You named that. So
I know who it is. I just can't think of his name. As soon as you say it, I'm going to be so mad at myself. But I know who it is. I just cannot think of his name.
I mean, we did have s'mores the other night, so it makes sense. You have to think about that.
I can't get the tight ends on the.
Can you give us a hint as what his name starts with, since we're both having trouble with the tight end? Just the first name.
Jimmy.
That's exact. Jimmy. I knew his first name was Jimmy.
And then think of a s'more.
Jimmy S'more.
Like,
Now I know the tight end.
You know the tight end now?
Yeah.
Do you know who the wide receiver is?
this one's
I
making
didn't
you
know
think.
that. I didn't know that these two. I don't know. The wide receiver I have in my head, I didn't know these two played together. So now I'm kind of tripping out.
Well, I just give you the tight end, so
Yeah, I know the
I
tight
know who
end.
it is now.
and then the wide receiver is the reception leader.
I didn't know this guy was a reception leader. But it's not. It's the guy I'm thinking of. The wide receiver is who I'm not sure about.
Okay.
Yeah, now I know for a fact that the tight end.
I keep wanting to call him Jimmy Watts, and I was like, I know that's not right.
They both. Well, I don't know if Jimmy Graham can be rostered technically, but I know the wide receiver could technically still be rostered. He's been hurt for like 3 years. So,
That makes me change my mind, but I don't think this guy has a Super Bowl.
thought you said AFC South.
He said NFC South.
Oh, okay.
NFC South.
This entire time I've been thinking AFC South. That's why I've been so blanking.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I have an answer.
Mike Thomas and Jimmy Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Does Mike Thomas have a
Michael
Super Bowl?
Thomas and Jimmy Grant.
They had overlap with Breeze and what was
But
that?
he wasn't on the team in 20. Was it 09 or 11 when they won the Super Bowl?
Was Michael Thomas not?
No, he was drafted in like 2017, 18.
Yeah. It was
Oh, okay.
2017 or 2018.
Well, then I messed that question up.
Hey, we both still got it.
Hey! See, I told you, it's going to be a struggle.
Dude, no wonder I was blanking. I was thinking the freaking whole different
How
conference.
did you get Jimmy Graham from AFC South? Did he play for an AFC South?
That's
team?
why I was like, that's why I was like going insane. I thought he said AFC South, so I'm like, okay, D Hop's in there, and then I was like, Jimmy Graham, he never played with D Hop, so my mind was going insane. But it was just misunderstanding. As soon as I knew it was NFC, I was like, oh, okay.
I'll just give it a little bit more of a breakdown afterward. So,
I was gonna put Marquise Colston as the wide receiver. But I was like, I don't think he was the receptions leader.
that was a good answer.
Oh, slant boy, man.
MT.
Slant boy.
I'll find him.
Yeah, he kind of a diva, and he ain't even touched the league in
So everybody can hear
4
this.
years.
Fuck the Saints.
Say it with me. Fuck the Saints.
So everyone knows we're still about that.
We don't like
Oh,
those
every
things.
time. Every time.
All right. Y'all ready for this one?
Yes.
This
Give it to me.
This was a good one. This duo was the start of a generation. Before these two, Randy Moss was the king of jump balls, but a lot of people would agree that this duo has an argument. They had a long and explosive career together, totaling 838 catches for 12,700 yards and 61 touchdowns together. The wide receiver made himself famous by his freak size and speed, combo with a high and controlled jumping ability. The early to mid 2010s wasn't talked about without this NFC South duo in the talk. Who are we?
Oh wow.
Completely changed my answer.
Yeah, I did too.
Completely changed my answer. I
was going
from the jump. I was typing Matt Stafford and Megatron.
I did too.
Okay. Yeah, that was completely different. Alright, I have to answer now.
I do as well.
Alright, who are we?
Matty Ice and Julio.
Julio, Matty Ice.
Really threw me for a whole loop. NFC South again.
There we go. I had to get a little bit of homage to everybody's team.
Facts.
I just couldn't say it from the start. Speaking of homage, as the wind rips through this stadium, the home team thinks of it as an advantage. The opponents fought battling the wind while this duo seemed to thrive at home. As the complete opposite as they were, they shared the same vision of the field and worked the defense to death. As the end zone got closer, the streaks were still an option. Just snap, plant your foot, and throw the ball his way. Back corner touchdown to win the game. These killers top the fantasy charts every year, even if the allegations were true. Who are we?
Yeah, I'm blank, dog. You gonna read that one more time?
As the wind rips through this stadium, the home team thinks of it as an advantage. The opponents fought battling the wind while this duo seemed to thrive at home. As complete opposite as they were, they shared the same vision of the field and worked the defense to death. As the end zone got closer, the streaks were still an option. Just snap, plant your foot, and throw it his way. Back corner touchdown to win the game. These killers top the fantasy charts every year, even if the allegations were true. There's a couple of little double entendres in there.
have like a few names buzzing around in my head.
What else? Double time. Sorry. Started popping in my head. Yeah, this was a very, very famous duo. Very famous for their shot fades or whatever they would call them. Where you just snap it, throw it up to them, kind of jump ball 50-50.
Think I got an answer?
This is a quarterback wide receiver duo.
Nope, I do not have an answer. I'll take it back. Take it back.
When I meant complete opposite as they were, one is freakishly tall, and the other one is not.
Okay. My answer is starting to make a little more sense every time you say something else.
Okay.
I'm still not like 100% confident though.
When I read it, I was like, when I said it's complete opposite as they were, I don't want them to think that it's a different sides of the football thing. So I was like, I want to make sure it's a quarterback, wide receiver. One's just freakish.
To be honest, my first answer, I thought it meant 2 tight ends. I was thinking Gronk and Hernandez.
That's
You
fair.
say killers. I was like,
Yo.
one killed on the field, one killed off the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yep.
All right.
I have an answer.
I have an answer. I'm not very confident, but I have an answer.
Are we ready? Who's the last people?
Big Ben and Antonio Brown.
Big Ben and AB.
Okay. When you said 50-50 balls, I was like, I know how short AB is. I'm like, is he really like that? Like, is he gonna? But yeah.
It was always a snap, plant, and he'd flip
Just-
it.
yeah.
And AB would just run around them or do some crazy stuff.
Dude, from the get-go, when you were talking about like the like windy and like cold, my mind immediately went to Chicago, and I was like, I know nothing about the Bears, dude. I don't know a lot about the Bears.
Mine was about New England because you said cold. I was like,
Yeah.
It's a killer thing. I was like, oh, for sure that's what
The
he meant.
killer
When
bees.
versus allegations, I was like,
That
ah,
allegation.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big Ben.
they both got their own
Little thing going on.
stuff. Yeah.
And then Andrew sit there and said, I'm buzzing around or whatever. Got some things buzzing around. And I was like,
Okay.
I can't laugh at that. I said, that might give it away. But that was a great game.
That was it?
That was it. That was all 10.
Good game.
Ended up in a tie,
What?
I got the Panthers.
and he got the Colts one.
Because I put it in with
Oh,
You get 8?
I only got it.
Oh my
I don't know why I
god.
put you down. You
Yeah,
got
no, I
that one.
Well, because I was deciding between the two, but we said that 10.10, that's how
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well,
okay.
there we go.
Good
Then
game, bro. I
9-8.
finally won one.
There we go.
Yes.
Big
I went on
ball.
an insanity run for one video.
That was cracked. 9 out of 10 is good too. Especially
I'll
if
take it.
that was a different one that's probably struggling a little bit.
That was fun.
That was fun.
We need to keep doing this. Let us know if y'all like this, by the way.
And I could put way more time and thought and research into it. We did this one pretty quick, so if I had like a week time to think about it and make all these way better, I feel like we can make this a fun little category to do.
Bro, I thought you were like the way you were reading that, bro. You sounded like you were just like it was coming from a book, man. I was like, you should be a writer, bro.
I'm trying to make the lore.
He was setting the lore. Fuck, amazing.
When I was sitting there talking about Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, I was like, this duo made offense shake. The
I
two
was like,
scariest things on the
oh,
field at the
I'm
same
shaking
time.
right now.
Give me the mic that drops from up here and I'm just talking into
The SpongeBob.
it.
Sorry. Little concert.
Alright. Yeah, that was a fun one. I like that one. We'll do it again. thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment on what you want to see next, certain categories. We'll have a viewers comment day, and we'll do trivia that y'all comment. Drop questions, stuff like that. We'll try to figure some stuff out. We'll see how this goes.
Let us know what y'all's favorite type of trivia. I know we have a bunch of different types that we're trying to make and keep going with. So let us know. What do y'all like? Just let us know.
Drop your love, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for coming back.
And always remember. Fuck the Saints.
Deuces, screwdrivers.
See you guys.